streaming into a reality. You've got to come and see it for yourself. Oh, so get in, get on, get everything you want. Come in, right on, your future has begun. Use TCG Coin to build your world in the metaverse with us. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. I know a place where adventure never ends. It goes forever, where every face is one of your friends. We're all together, building everything we dream. Imagination leads us on our way. Let's play. So get in, get on, get everything you want. Come in, running on. The ride has just begun. The metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. There's almost nothing you can't do. Leave your eyes because it's true. The metaverse is calling you. Oh yeah. So get in, get on, get everything you want. Come in, rolling on. Your future has begun. The metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get on, get in, get on, get everything you want. So come in, running on. The ride has just begun. The metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. So come There's nothing you can't do. Leave your eyes because it's true. The metaverse is calling you. Oh yeah. So get in, get on, get everything you want. Come in, one and all. Your future has begun. The metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get on, get in, get on, get everything you want. So come in, let me know. The ride has just begun. The metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. Oh yeah. I wanna wake up in the middle of a dream.
G'day everyone, we are live. Look at that, we have 125 viewers at the moment. Welcome to our big partnership AMA. This is number 14 for TCG. Welcome everyone. So big partnership announcement. I'm really excited to announce this one actually. It's been in the works for a few weeks, and I had the privilege of chatting quite a few times with this partner. I'm sure everyone's going to fall in love. So we're not going to hold you any longer. We're going to get straight into it. So our partnership for number 14 is, drum roll, CryptoMom on Twitter. So I'm going to introduce her very soon. But yes, we have partnered with CryptoMom. There's probably not going to be a lot of people that know who CryptoMom is on Twitter. So what we're going to do is I'm going to introduce you to herself very shortly. But it's an area that I feel in the crypto space we really want to welcome women into the crypto world, I guess you can say. We've got women in crypto. Thanks, Paul, as well for dropping the link there. So without too much more, we're going to go straight live to CryptoMom
Could you turn off
now,
the washer?
and we've got Brenda and Cynthia. So hello there, Brenda and Cynthia. How are you?
Hey, we're fine. How are you guys? Hey, everybody. Hi, Jace from Australia.
Yes, hello. So this is a really good compliment. They're going to be situated right next to Women in Crypto within the metaverse. So another really strong female community. So I'm really pleased to welcome CryptoMom into TCG World. So Brenda, just tell us a little bit about how you got into crypto.
Well, my journey in crypto actually started with me sending my daughter off to college. So I sent Cynthia off to college in 2016 for computer engineering at UT Austin. And she actually graduated top of her class. I'm a proud mom. I always say that. I always add that in there. So yeah, she went to UT Austin, and at UT Austin, she didn't really care for computer engineering. So she told me, hey, mom, I don't really think this is for me. I'm trying to think about what I want to do. So then I was really freaking out because I'm an African mom. You know, we're all about education, right, Jace?
Yeah.
We tell our children three things. You either gotta be an engineer, you gotta be a doctor, you gotta be a lawyer. Okay, so we had already mapped out her journey of what we wanted her to do. And for the last maybe 5 years before she graduated high school, she was in all STEM classes, and she was actually taking during school vacation, she would go to the university, just to take STEM classes ahead of, graduation. So we all knew that she was going to end up in computer science or computer engineering. So when she went to UT Austin the first semester, she was like, Mom, this is not it. This is not for me. That broke my heart. And I said,
Yeah.
well, let's circle back, right? So we decided we were gonna change the university. So we were like, hey, maybe you should try UTSA here in San Antonio, maybe the bigger city. Maybe you're not used to all that. So we put her in UTSA, and she was doing computer science at UTSA, not engineering or computer engineering, but at UTSA she switched to computer science, and we were like, she's gonna like this better. And she did that for a while, and she was like, oh, Mom, this is not it. This is not it.
Yeah.
So, so Cynthia, you want to take on from there?
Yeah, so essentially I went to college and I didn't really like the fact that you had to pay so much money to get an education that these days you can find like on YouTube or whatever. And so I did something that a lot of kids my age are turning to, and I turned to crypto and the blockchain technology and all the, possibility it affords people. And really, Twitter University is like the best education you can give yourself and be free.
You're freaking out moms out there.
But yeah, so my mom was freaked out, but eventually, like, everyone came around to the idea of blockchain technology. And then I think my dad was actually the one who discovered that Ethereum was a blockchain you could code off of.
Yeah.
So he got into Solidity, and we just built our knowledge base from there. And it's kind of funny. We all kind of got into this space as a family. So
yeah, we actually did.
That's amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, it was actually in 2017, 2018, we were just playing around. So we were not introduced into crypto like most people go through Bitcoin, and then they get in. And a lot of people who going through Bitcoin know it as a scam. Like Bitcoin, you're gonna get scammed. Some people are gonna send you DMs on your Twitter, on TikTok, and you're really gonna get scammed. So no, we went into crypto through the blockchain technology. Because my husband was learning Solidity on the side, and my daughter was behind, she was interested in the technology as, from studying computer science. She loved the technology that Bitcoin is built on. So when we got into crypto, we were actually into the technology of what blockchain could do, the disruption of what it would be doing in the next 5 to 10 years. So yeah, that's how I got in.
Interesting. That's really, really awesome to know, and it's great that the whole family's involved too, isn't it?
Oh my God, it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah.
Now, tell us a little bit about your Twitter page and where you're going from now into the future.
So I actually that's a very broad question. So let me say this. I was in banking I've been in banking for 16 years. That's what I know. I love finance. I love the whole shebang. I've been a realtor. I've sold real estate. I love real estate, and I love finance. So when I discovered what the digital currency how it would impact lives, and I just knew that there's a digital revolution, and I gotta get in. Because there's a wealth. Yeah, it's gonna break some generational curses of poverty.
Yeah.
That's how I was looking at it. Because if we look back in the 80s, I was probably maybe 5 or 6 when the internet started. I don't know. I know that most of the engineers and most of anybody that was in computer science in the 80s is already, they were ahead of the game. So I told my family, I said, hey, this new technology that's starting is like the internet was in the 80s. We gotta get ahead of everybody and learn more about it so that when 10 years from now, when people are talking about metaverse and Web3, we've been like, okay, we are the OGs of the metaverse and and Web3. So yeah, I fell in love with it because of the technology and the finance aspect of it. My background in banking was, it made me want to learn more about DeFi. And DeFi is decentralized finance. That's why like you have your own, like crypto is decentralized finance. You got your own money in your wallet, and I can swipe my Coinbase, card at the grocery store. And my daughter's generation, a lot of them literally don't have banks. A lot of them don't use.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things that people just do not realize that, there are a lot of countries out there where they, the public just simply do not have access to a bank. But majority of them do have a phone. So, walking around with a phone with a wallet in it, it's pretty much the same as, having access to a bank because you've got all your finance and money on that phone. And yeah, it's fantastic. I definitely that's what actually got me into crypto years ago is I just saw the technology and thought to myself, that's what we need moving forward. Everything's going digital. So, I've got to get on board and get involved with this somehow. So here we are today. So with I did see quite a few articles actually, not well, quite recently about yourself, even in Australia, which was quite surprising to see, Brenda. So the word's getting out, isn't it?
Yeah, I was surprised actually. One of my friends that is on Boss Beauties is an NFT project that we launched. My daughter and I were advisors. I actually both of my daughters, so all three of us were advisors, and we have partnered. So we are on that project, and a lot of people from Australia are actually investors in that project. So she sent me that. And she said, girl, you got famous in Australia. I'm like, what you mean? This article was done in the US. And that was, and then actually I asked you, Jace, I was like, do you know news.au. I don't even know which one it was, but yeah, that was
news.com.au, yes. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to post that link in chat for everyone so you can go over and check that article out as well. It's a really good read. So there we go. Yeah, so I believe that we'll be catching up with yous, or not myself, unfortunately, but a few people will be catching up with you from TCG management in probably a couple of days. I think it's only 3 or 4 days, isn't it?
In Miami,
yes. Yeah. So do you want to just talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing there, what the event's about, and all that sort of stuff?
That's her angle. You want to tell
So pardon me. So Art Basel is a traditional like contemporary art show that happens every year in Miami. But this year NFTs kind of took over the show. So a lot of NFT a lot of NFT artists are gonna be in Miami for Art Basel, and a lot of collectors, by virtue of them being there, are also gonna be there. And then really the whole ecosystem just started flooding in, basically. So like DeFi people are going to be in Miami.
You want to break down what DeFi is?
Decentralized finance, right?
Yeah.
Gaming, crypto people. So basically it started as like NFT artists, and then it's like all the metaverse is like just going to go to Miami for Art Basel. We're going in part because of DecentralCon.
Yeah, we're speakers.
Yeah, which is really like the larger conversation with all the like crypto people, and we'll be speaking on behalf of Boss Beauties and Women of Weapons.
Or just a lot of the NFT projects that we've represented.
Mhm.
Yeah, that we're representing. But for
Yeah.
those people who don't know the metaverse, Jace, do you want us to explain?
I feel like the audience is like really hip though.
You
Like,
think
Jace, I
so?
could be wrong.
Jace is the audience. You think the audience would know why Mark Zuckerberg is changing the name from Facebook to Meta?
Oh, definitely. That's
They do?
that's probably one thing we've been talking about the last couple months, and actually, it's probably helped TCG World because it's got the metaverse into the public eye, so everyone's
Yeah.
talking about it at the moment. You mentioned was it Boss Women? Do you want to just
Boss Beauties?
Boss Beauties, that's the one. Can you
Yeah.
just explain a little bit more about that as well? Because there's a lot of people in chat that probably don't know who Boss Beauties are. And even myself, I still I know you're involved with it and all that sort of stuff, but if you could just explain that a little bit more as well.
All right, yeah, no problem. So Boss Beauties is an NFT collectible series started by Lisa Meyer from
My Social
My
Canvas.
Social Canvas. Sorry, it's
I saw your head going blank. I was like,
Oh, good to have your best friend with you. Yeah,
I know,
So My
thank
Social
you.
Canvas, and she's been, advocating for women and Gen Z girls for the past 12 years. So she reached out to my mom on Twitter because she wanted to release an NFT series that would speak to the women that she works for and works with. And her community base was very much so Web 2. And our job was to bring in the Web3 aspect. And so it was super fun working on the project.
Yeah, it's been really fun. So Lisa Myers, the founder, actually, she's been bringing young women, like my daughter says, Gen Zs into tech, and they do internships, and they give them scholarships.
Yeah.
So when she found out about the non-fungible token boom this summer, she was like, okay, you know what? I think our young ladies will also be able to, learn something about this technology. So she actually reached out to me, and when she reached out to me, I was advising a DeFi project. I personally, my background is like finance, so DeFi has been my thing. My daughter, on the other hand, is the one that's been advising NFT projects. And she was actually part of the Mick Jagger drop earlier this year. So when she did the collaboration of the Mick Jagger drop, a lot of celebrities were reaching out to her.
Yeah.
So people were reaching out to me to get to my daughter. Yeah.
And now it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when they reached out, so Lisa reached out to me, we were just like talking like, friends, and then she says, hey, I need to chat with you about a role that I have on a project that's, we're going to need advisors. And I say, yeah, okay, cool. So when we got on, my daughter, both my girls were involved, and it was phenomenal. We got to do master classes, or we had a summit with the head of NFT at Vena NFT. That's the Gary V project.
Yep.
And a lot of women entrepreneurs in the space that were doing Vera Wang, and then we had World of Women founder. So it was a lot of women doing a lot of stuff in the NFT, in the digital art sphere.
Yeah, that's incredible. And it's good to know that the future generations are getting involved at a really crazy rate, aren't they? It's really a technology that everyone's sort of just grasped onto, and I believe that it's almost like the older generation are almost falling behind when it comes to crypto and blockchain and all that sort of stuff. But it really is great to see the younger generation getting on board, getting involved, and especially women too. because
Mm.
you know, if you look at the spread between males and females in the crypto space, it's almost identical. It's very, very similar. Um, so catering for women in the crypto space is really important, and that's why I believe it's really good to uh, you know, have that sort of space for women within TCG World, that they can go hang out, talk to like-minded people, and you know, talk about crypto and feel safe. So I think moving forward, yeah, it's going to be fantastic having you on board. Um, I
Thank you.
can see the community are really looking forward to getting to know you more. If everyone can go check out Crypto Mum's Twitter page. I see Paul dropped the link in the chat quite a few times there. So if someone could just drop the link again, make sure you head on over, give Crypto Mum a like. But thank you so much for joining us, Brenda and Cynthia. It's been an absolute pleasure having you both, getting to know you and having you on board as a partner for TCG World. And we'll speak to you soon again.
Well, thank you so much for inviting us, Jace, and we look forward to this partnership. I know what you're doing in the metaverse is just gonna blow up. So, and by the way, there are scammers on Twitter using my Twitter handle. So please make sure it's Miss Crypto Mom 1, and do not interact with anybody in the DMs pretending to be me. That is not me. I don't DM anybody.
Yep, that's really good advice actually. So make sure it's Miss Crypto Mum 1. The link's just been dropped in chat. Thanks for that, Roy. Appreciate that. But yeah, it's fantastic to announce our new partnership for this week. And thank you everyone for joining the AMA. Look forward to getting to know both yourselves, Brenda and Cynthia, moving forward. And yes, thank you everyone for joining us. See ya, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Oh yeah, I wanna wake up in the middle of a dream and keep on dreaming in another world where every fantasy keeps on streaming into a reality. You got to come and see it for yourself. Oh, so get in, get on, get everything you want. Come in, running on, your future has begun. Use TCG Coin to build your world in the metaverse with us. So come on, get in, get on. So come on, get in, get on. I know a place where adventure never ends. It goes forever. Where every face is one of your friends. We're all together, building everything we dreamed. Imagination leads us on our way. Let's play. So get in, get on, get everything you want. Come in, running on. future has begun. The metaverse is calling you to be the best you can become. So come on.